Let's begin with something that a lot of parents have been wondering. Why not just end the school year now? Why offer the digital learning through the remainder of the school year?
Well, I think that, in speaking with our school leaders across the state, right now that distance learning looks very different from community to community. And we did want to also make sure that we were ensuring continuity of pay for our educators and all of the school staff, and in ways where they could continue to support our families by providing services. So, of course, instruction is one part of what the school communities are responsible for, or a big part. But right now, our schools are also playing a big role in delivering meals, making sure that kids have access to food and nutritional assistance that they need. They're also continuing to provide special education services wherever possible. So we didn't want to have any kind of state mandate of closing schools. We wanted schools to continue providing the services in the way that they thought were best for their communities.
There are some communities that will be at higher risk of not being able to fully support students. Technically, are you deploying any additional assets or resources to those places?
That's a huge issue right now in Arizona. I think this will be a big wake-up call for our state to really recognize and really have data on the digital divide and the access to technology, both access to internet and Wi-Fi, as well as having computers at home. This is going to continue to be a huge issue for us. So what we have done in the short term is we have provided recommendations to schools on how they could use federal funding that they already have to buy technology, to make those purchases. The issue right now is that since the entire country has shifted to online, our businesses, as our agencies, everybody is shifting to telecommuting, as well as our schools. So right now, all of the laptops and hotspots are on back order. So even with the funding available, and we will be receiving a roughly, we estimate around $277 million for education from the new federal stimulus package. Even with that new incoming funding source, right now everything's on back order. So there's going to be a lot of obstacles to overcome. I've called on our business community to help support with this. Initially, I asked, do you even have laptops that we could donate or loan to our schools? Is there anything we can do in the short term? Does anybody have any extra laptops? And they don't, because all of their employees have been shifting to telecommuting during this time. And so we're looking at even some creative ways. The business community has been stepping up. And one business leader suggested, what if we can refurbish old laptops and donate those to schools? So we're looking for those types of creative solutions, but this is going to be a long-term issue.
You mentioned in a recent press conference that there are 100,000 or so families who will be negatively impacted by this. There are a million students in K-12 Arizona education. Moving forward, short term, what are some things to make this right?
And yeah, so the number I mentioned, the 100,000, that's just with the data we've collected. We have not received responses from all of our schools across the state, so that's only a portion of the state that's been impacted. So for example, I reached out to various districts and counties, and for Yavapai County alone, they indicated a need of 21,000 laptops. And there's also a divide in terms of there's also a gap in training for our teachers. Not every teacher in Arizona has been trained or has the skills to immediately transition to online teaching and to use those online platforms. Or even some of our educators don't have access to the technology they need at home. So this issue is multi-layered and complex, and we're trying to address each piece.
As this continues, what sorts of things should families be considering, given that for many, they may not see their teacher or their classmate again anytime soon?
I think this is a very emotionally challenging time for all of our kids, for all of our school communities. And so I would encourage families to give kids opportunities to call a friend, to use the phones, to use any technology you can to stay connected with peers and teachers. I know some teachers have organized parades where they drive in their cars and drive around the neighborhood so they can just wave to their students. So I think those are some creative ways to stay connected.
Okay, Superintendent Kathy Hoffman joining us from Phoenix. Thanks so much.
Thank you.